Hey y'all, it's Heed, and I'm hanging in there. It's day one. Just by the way though, just for increased understanding of how difficult it is to hang in, today is stat, I'm pretty sure, so probably I can get my weed from the government here in Canada, you know, but the store is probably closed for the holiday. So, the way that I am socially and everything, like I don't have any other source. I have to just go to the store to get my weed, so I have to succeed for at least one day because I can't fail today. Unless someone would just like come over and be like, hey, you want this joint? You know, it's not gonna happen. So, I don't have that kind of friend. If only. But, yeah, today's the first day. It's already, like, I feel weird. I feel different, a bit, you know? I feel definitely more like myself. I kind of have the sense of, like, that my brain is, like, powering up. It's kind of, like, it's ramping up into how it normally is. I don't know how much, like, weed really stays in your system a lot. So I wonder how much, like, it's already going out after just one day. It might not be that much. But, I mean, it was kind of sketchy to begin with. Like, it was mentioned in my medication, the venlafaxine, about smoking weed. But then it was just said, like, be careful of how it affects you. Like, don't operate heavy machinery until you know how it's going to interact together. Like, it specifically mentioned marijuana. So, that's what helped me not do it for a long time, because I was afraid that I would have, like, a scary effect. But then once I did, I stopped being afraid of that, and I went way too far. So anyway, now, you know, here we are. I'm going to go back to just the medication. What will the doctor tell me? Any bets? Do you think if I go in there and say, look, I'm having a difficult time. I started self-medicating with weed. So what do you think we should do with these pills? Should we drop off or go up? Or, I mean, I kind of feel like going up in the pills is just going to be a temporary thing, and then it would happen again, that I would have this drop where I'd have a lot of trouble, and then they would be like, oh, we'll just up your pills again. And it's like, is this an actual good idea? Because I think it might not be. Because then in the end, it comes to you having to go off of it or go on a different one. I don't know. Yeah, maybe this whole idea of having a regularly dysphoric mood, what was it? Tend to be generally dysphoric. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I really will go for the double the pills. Give me another pill. Maybe a mood stabilizer is really what I need. I've thought that for a long time. So, maybe that's what's going to happen next. But what's going to happen next before that I've already started, is eating better. Yay! Drinking water again. Because I know, this is part of how I know it's kind of drug addicty, is because I do think about it. Like, when I'm smoking weed all the time, I do think about it, that it's kind of better if I don't eat that much, because then I'll be more high, which is so stupid. Like, yeah, you'll also be more sick if you don't eat enough, you know? Like, what the fuck? You need strength, and especially if you're gonna have to deal with, like, emotional stuff. Like, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I have to fix my eating, because going off the weed is gonna have an effect on me where I have more of a difficult time. So I have to at least, like, get some strength from eating and drinking properly, you know, and trying to exercise. Here I am, I'm walking, right? That's what I've been doing a bunch. Today I've been a little at a loss of what to do. Like, I've been working on some videos, but I just don't have that much going on. I mean, there's always kitchen things you can do. Like, I got muffins I can make, and supper, of course, eventually. But I feel like I already know that if I accomplish all these things that I'm supposed to do, it doesn't make me into a happy person. Like, if I don't do all, let me put it this way. If I fail to do all the stuff I need to do, like, so that I get in trouble, basically, for not having done something. Like, if it comes up that it's like, well, you didn't do this, so now this, right? That is upsetting for me to like have failed to do things I was supposed to do. Like, it seems so severe in my mind that it's like, you're a total fuck up. You didn't whatever it was, right? Like you forgot to buy milk, or you let us run out of water, like drinking water, you know? These things don't have to be all my responsibility on my own, but they often are. And I do beat myself up at the sign of any, like, failure with it. I mean, I try to hold it back a little bit, but it's really tough. But even if I've done all the things, like, say that I spend a bunch of the day trying to think of this great dinner that we're going to have, the supper, right? Plan it all out, and I start working on it, and I also make muffins, like all these homestead type things, right? If I do all this stuff, it's not going to make me unhappy that I did all the things, right? Maybe even there'd be a small amount of pride. But if all I do is these things that I have to do, I know what the result is. Me being very unhappy. You absolutely must do things that make you happy also. Because you can't just do the things you're supposed to do. If you just do the things you're supposed to do, like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Like, if that's all there is, I can't make myself stick around for that. It's not enough for me. Maybe that makes me sound like a bit of a bastard, but like, something is gonna be in it for me. Let me just tell you right now, something's gonna be in it for me. And that's the trouble, because a lot of times the thing that was in it for me is the drugs, right? So if you take that off, trust me, something is gonna be in it for me, one way or the other. Like, that's why I fall off the wagon too, because of feeling like, look, I'm doing this, I'm doing it all, I'm trying so hard, and look, I'm doing it, right? But it's not worth it, because I feel like shit. Like, that's what happens, that's why I fall off. Because it's like, I'm trying so hard, and it doesn't matter. Like, it's not giving me the reward feeling. This is one of the things where I'm like, is that because of ADHD? Like, is this a dopamine thing? That would also be probably a contributor to, like, addictive personality and stuff, right? Which I definitely have. So, yeah, there's a little chat for you. I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.